My name is Elsie. I'm a nutritionist by profession. That means that I help people look and feel better, okay? And since I became a mom, right now I have developed a very serious passion in just helping women bounce back, eh? You know, after childbirth, the low self-esteem and everything, I'm just helping women with that. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here because I am a Centonomy alumni. Able clap for me? Yes. I think we all need to give Madam Washeke an amazing round of applause. This is awesome. This is amazing. And Centonomy is actually big. It's a move. But it's a move. What you're saying, Janet, this is a move. Watch this space, okay? So the first time I heard about the word Centonomy was in church. Business Forum, JCC. And, Madam Washeke together with the crew had come, and they were talking about this signature illustration of hers that she says that 300 bob can be 108,000. I know you've all heard about that. Cindy, that's why, so it actually caught my attention. And at the time, I was planning my wedding. I was living here, but we had the wedding in Mombasa. So I was a little distracted, and so I had to move, of course, because of all that. And so later on, while I'm in Mombasa, then I bump into one of Caroline Mutoko's videos, yeah? And she was talking about women and money and Centonomy, do it while you're young, do it while you're young. And I was like, what is this thing? So I called them immediately, and I was like, can you guys come to Mombasa? They said, well, we don't have classes right now there, but if you can organize a quorum, why not? So I started talking to people about it. I was hungry. I think that's the word, hunger. And I know all of you had plans. See, you could have attended weddings. You could have attended many things, but you are hungry. So I was there. I was hungry. I was like, what do people do in this country to make money? Because it looks like people have money, but what do people do here? There's no one telling me. I was even looking at it this way. Come on, a car worth 1.5 million. If you want to buy it in a year, that's how much are you saving per month? How much are you even earning? I was looking at all those things. I was young. I just left campus, and I was wondering, what is this? I was looking at my relatives, my parents, like, look, I would love to leave an inheritance for my children, but what do people do in this country? Okay? So then, I talked to people, like I said, but then I realized something about this issue of wealth creation. Many people get excited about we are going to be rich, but very few people actually take initiative. So I talked to many, but people were like, yeah, but then your idea, but then poor, but no one was actually doing it. Something had actually happened that when my baby was 6 days old, my husband lost his job. So I was actually discharged on a Friday, and on Monday, he got that letter and he didn't have a job. So 2 months later, he got a job, but this time out of the country. So I was in Mombasa, but alone. Then I thought, I came here because of somebody's son, but he's not here, eh? So I said, I actually called him. I told him, see, I'm requesting, please, eh? You are told submission, eh? So I told him, please, eh? I'm requesting to go back to Nairobi because I would like to do Centonomy 1. 2, I'd like to pursue my master's. And 3, I'd like to build my business, okay? He said, why not? Go for it. I will clap for him. Yes. So, Mimi Uyo, I carried my everything in a canter. Mombasa, we are coming. My baby was, I think, 8 months. I don't know. I carried her. We are coming. It's June. It's cold in Nairobi. The weather changed and everything. But yes, I came. And you talked about sacrifice. It's sacrifice. And so I got here and then I realized, this thing actually costs money. And I've already overspent. So I couldn't actually afford the program in June. But I still called them. I was like, which one is the next one? They said, September. I'm inside. So then, They told me about the open day and everything. I could not keep my mouth shut. Yani, I was, the way you just, September should just come. Please, September. Yeah? So I talked to people, my friends. I was like, do you people know about Centonomy? Kwani what is Centonomy? Kwani muko dunia gani, jamani? Yeah? Then, my friend Rhoda was like, I'm in. That thing, I'm coming. So we came with her here for the Centonomy Open Day. And Washeke is so generous. Me, I've not seen such thing. Rhoda was here. She was wondering, wait. They're even giving us 10% on tuition fee. Hey. And then she was just wondering, how can people be so generous while teaching you how to make money? Yani, you can even pay 3 times. Wait. They will do the same class the whole week. What are you saying? When these people, how are they? Rhoda was just so amazed at all this. In fact, last week I went for this event at Centonomy in Westlands, and I even got a scholarship for Centonomy Career Hub. I'm starting in, is it March? I'm so able clap, just clap. What are we doing? Yes, so I'm telling you, so we actually started with Rhoda and everything, and I must commend 2 people in that class. The first one is a lady called Phyllis. Phyllis would come all the way from Siaya, pregnant. Wachana na mimi had a baby. You people, you don't understand. Every weekend, with your stomach like this, and you're coming, she would sit in front, she would come before me. I think hats off. Just clap, please. Yes, she did an me, I don't know, I've not seen such a thing, because she would spend over 5K every weekend. She has paid for the class and everything. And then another one was called Sally. So I was so curious. It's like, why are you doing Centonomy? She told me, my husband paid so that I can manage his wealth properly. And I think I like this. That is nice. I'm thinking, all of you men should do that. What is that? And let me tell you, that thing may sound funny, but it is so profound. But then have you seen people who have built wealth and then they die and then things just collapse? Have you seen things, you've seen a husband has built very nicely, but when the woman comes in to manage after he's gone, things just collapse? Have you seen, you have written people as next of kin, they squander them? Me, I was like, I will bring everyone I've written next of kin, they will drag them to this place. I was thinking, I have to do this thing. So anyway, fine. Come to think of it, the first class was on budgeting, and you write down everything that you're spending. And I was thinking to myself, Sasa Missy, I already know my rent, I know all these things. It just didn't make sense to me at first. But then, he said that it is so that you understand the cost of your lifestyle. You understand? The cost of your life, so that mimi nikiwa na 80K per month, I'm sorted. You understand? So such things that are the ones that I was actually learning, and the way you can really try to make adjustments in your diet, sorry, I'm a nutritionist, in your what are we saying? In your budget and everything, okay? So then, I must really say that I've not really moved a lot, because like you say, like you had, I just finished in November. But I must say that between September and December, I just began locking, mshwari lock, kidogo to the things that tweaks in your budget. And I ended up by 28th of December, I had an extra 80K. I had just saved. Wow. I mean, from September to December, I had saved that. As in, for the very first time in my life, I entered January without the blues. You know those blues, yeah? And if you have mentioned that word in January this month, Aki, you need to sign up for that class, eh? You need to sign up for that class. Because we cannot be doing January in January every year, okay? So then there are many things to learn in this class. And like, even in a movie, you wouldn't want someone to tell you everything before you watch it, So I will leave you to experience the rest when you come to the class, okay? Because there's a lot to learn. And plus, like he said, I used to come with my baby, and I did not actually come with the baby every day. These house help dramas, eh? My baby was left in the house, and the house help disappeared. But when I came with the baby the first time, Another woman was inspired. So the next time, I saw another woman come with a baby because she could not give an excuse. You understand? So sometimes some of these very little actions that you take, you never know who it could inspire, okay? So do Centonomy 101. Let your friends do it. Let your relatives do it. Let anyone you've written next of kin do that thing. They need to. They will squander your money. Hey, my friend. They will squander your money. So, yeah, and then, yeah, but then I have to mention this. There's this class on ecstasy, and just how to do what, to write a will and everything else. And for us Kenyans, ukisikia will, you're thinking, kwani you're dying. You understand? But it is just for you to organize your wealth and everything. And you see, there's lots of, all these stories in the media and everything. The way people have worked so hard, they have big names, big family titles, but at the end of the day, you realize that they really fight over money. They fight over money after someone has died, the spouse shows up, the spices come in, and there's so many. As in, there's a lot, okay? So this class 101 is going to help you. Now, that if you are just a beginner, how do you start? Okay? And if you already have 1 or 2 assets, maybe you're in the middle class, by the way, 101 inakupoesha akili. You know ile mohahe, I don't know how to put it. You know that hype of, guy, the next BMW, the next S8, but they never compete with technology. At the S10, S what, you will even have BY. There's nothing. They will bring everything every time, okay? So Centonomy 101 really helps you to really tone down on all this and just understand your goals, where are you going, and how can you get there, what do you even need, and bottom line for me was create assets to fund your lifestyle, okay? So that's it for me, and thank you so much, Centonomy, for having me.